Hello. Can I take a look? During the time of President Marcos, right? Oh no, that's the US. Okay.
Barcodes.
Okay.
Yeah, just check it first.
You check it for me. I just take a look. That's a US coin. In the devil we trust, it says. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. E pluribus unum, it says. Do you know what that means? Here? E pluribus unum.
But I don't know. But
That's Latin.
only,
It means
only selling.
out of many one. Or I will not buy it, but thank you for showing me. Thank you. Subic Bay, ladies and gentlemen. How much do you think something like this costs?
Sir,
How much do you think this costs?
if you buy this,
Yeah.
I think 1M
Wow.
pesos.
Wow. The port of Subic Bay. Over there. I don't know if you can see it, that's the airport. When they built that airport, they basically cut off the upper half of one of these hills, and then they used the soil to reclaim this area there. During the APEC summit many years ago, when Bill Clinton was still the president of the United States, over there in that area, they would build for every attending president and prime minister. During the time of Fidel Ramos in the 90s, they would build a mansion. That was a very huge, rather controversial topic here in the Philippines. Let me give you some background info here. By the way, over there, that's a shipyard. This is a natural deep sea port. And around 500 years ago, the Spanish conquistador, explorer, Salcedo sailed into this port. There is a village called Salcedo Village in Metro Manila, in Makati. It's a posh village. But the Spanish didn't really do much with this place here. They waited until they got kicked out from the port of Manila. We are around 110, maybe 60 miles northwest of Manila, in the province of Zambales. Olongapo City is just outside of this special economic zone. That's how they call it now, because they turned it into a special economic zone. Lots of multinational companies, shipyards, tourism plays a role. And of course, the Philippine Navy still uses this as a staging point for its patrols in the West Philippine Sea. And every now and then there are still US vessels, Japanese vessels, who come to this place when the Philippines does its military exercises with its allies in this part of the world. The Spanish got kicked out from Manila because the British took over, and that's the time when they started to develop this port here. And up until Philippine independence in 1898, a year later after the, I believe, Philippine-American War, in 1899, the US took this place over and turned it into what was then known as the US Naval Base, US Naval Base. And they stayed around 90 years up until 1991, 1992, until the eruption of Mount Pinatubo, and until the Senate of the Philippines, the so-called Magnificent 12, actually voted no to the extension of the lease of these military bases, Clark and SUBIC. And somewhere along this timeline, Ed Lippett was over there in Clark serving his country at the airbase, and Popeye 1 was stationed here in SUBIC. It's starting to fucking rain now. What you just saw earlier on the vlog, that was the SUBIC Tarlac Expressway, SUBIC Clark Tarlac Expressway. And as the name explains, it's the expressway that interconnects the different economic zones here in this part of the Philippines. SUBIC Bay, near the city of Olongapo, just outside this former US naval base here, is located in the province of Zambales. And of course, if you saw my other vlog about Clark Air Base, there's some history to this place here. It is, as I mentioned, the former US naval base, and together with Clark Air Base over in the province of Pampanga, it belongs to a group of huge, significant military bases outside the continental US. Today it's an industrial complex, a commercial hub, and still very significant as a deep water port, a natural deep water port. The Philippine Navy and allies of the Philippines usually use this place to stage military exercises in this part of the world. And these military exercises are expected to increase over the next few months and years due to the rather complicated situation in the West Philippine Sea. You might have heard about it, the problems regarding China bullying Filipino fishermen in that area. Just wanted to show you something. You see that up there? That's the biggest Philippines flag there is. Biggest Philippines flag here in Subic Bay. The highest flagpole is over in Manila at the Rizal Park. Subic Bay. It's really bad weather today. Rainy, windy, but there are still some people out there jet skiing. It's crazy. So that was it, Subic Bay. Time to head home. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye bye.